A sewage truck driver had to move fast today when he realized the vehicle was breaking through the pavement next to an apartment building on Weston Road.
CP24's Beatrice Vaisman joins us live right now with more from the scene. Beatrice, you have been covering this all day long, and not only covering it, but covering it from different vantage points. Where are you right now, B?
I've seen this sinkhole, Bakari, Lena, from every single angle at this point. The truck was removed around 3 o'clock this afternoon, but a big gaping hole now in place of it. And really, this is the hole in which the truck was in for several hours from 8 a.m. until 3 p.m. when it was hauled out by a pair of heavy tow trucks. But the damage is quite clear, the debris quite clear that has fallen down into the underground parking below. But picture this, 8 o'clock this morning, this utility truck driver is here maintaining the porta potty, which is right adjacent to the hole, essentially, when he starts to notice cracks forming in the pavement. He told me that he jumped back in the car, in the truck, tried to get out of here as quickly as possible, and he looked back and he noticed that the back of his truck was starting to sink into the pavement. He left the truck running. He got out of it. Thankfully, he's not injured. Some shock, some adrenaline running through his veins, but he's okay. And thankfully, there was no one in the underground garage either, so no injuries to anyone there. And as far as we know, little to no damage to vehicles in the underground as well. I spoke to the district chief with Toronto Fire about what crews encountered when they got here and what he actually heard in his conversation with the truck driver as well.
From the report I had from the driver who was out making a delivery, he felt the back end of the truck just slowly start to sink down. So it was a slow progression into the ground. And luckily nobody underneath it.
Yeah, what causes something like this to happen, Chief?
Well, that's a question better for the engineers, but they're verifying to make sure that the supports underneath were adequate. But I know that vehicles have driven up and down this driveway before, so it's still under investigation.
And it really is going to be up to the engineers, structural engineers, building inspectors, working with the city as well to make sure that it is structurally sound. In the live pictures that we showed you, not only is there a porta potty, but there's also a pretty large construction bin kind of just teetering on the concrete. But this is unnerving to people who live in this building, of course, that suddenly the pavement could just give way and a truck could fall some 8 feet essentially into the P1 level of the underground below. And again, thankfully, no one was injured. But I've been speaking to residents, and they're certainly feeling concerned about what happened. Here's one of them.
I was like, oh my God, my heart started to beat. Yeah, but I'm like, I'm a Christian, and I love God. And I said, God, you know what's best. But the greatest thing, nobody died. Nobody got injured. No ambulance came. No dead body. But vehicles can be replaced, but somebody's life cannot.
That's the truth. I mean, material things, they can be replaced. People cannot be. But certainly when you see the side of a building here being exposed thanks to this pavement giving way, it causes some nerves for people who live in the building. They've been told that they are safe inside. They've been given the all clear to return to their units. They were only evacuated very, very briefly while they were actually hauling the truck out, just as a precaution. But ultimately, the hauling out went off without a hitch. Lena and Bakari, the residents are back in, but they've got questions for their property manager, for the building inspectors, for the engineers about how something like this could happen. I'll send it back to you guys.
Okay. Continuing live coverage from Weston Road, CP24's Beatrice Vaisman. B, thanks a lot.